Hey everyone, this is Kate from Daily Tarot Girl, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I'm using the Spacious Tarot by Carrie, Mallon, and Rugyt. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle my deck here. And my intention, as always, with this reading is to get just kind of an overview of the week ahead and get a glimpse of some of the themes and energies that will be coming up for us in the next few days and how we can make the most of the next few days. All right, so if you're new here, welcome. And if you enjoy this video, please give me a like and a subscribe. I post these every week, usually on Friday, but today I'm uploading on a Saturday because I was a little disorganized as usual. And as always, I invite you to kind of chime in here in the reading. So if there's something that you want to mention, if there's something that stands out to you, if you have a different take on the cards than I do, by all means, you're welcome to share in the comment section. So let's begin with the first card, which is for the beginning of the week. So like Monday, Tuesday-ish. And I'm just going to raise my camera a little bit here. Okay. So we have sorry, just bear with me. I'm just trying to get a good angle. We have the Child of Wands, and the Child is another name for the Page of Wands. So in a traditional Rider-Waite deck, this would be the Page of Wands. And that is for the beginning of the week. So I love the pages, or in this case, the child, because there is this young, youthful energy with the pages. The pages are very bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and have that zest for life. They have that spark. And especially with this card, which is from the Suit of Wands, so the Page of Wands, we have that bright spark. We even see some little fire and spark at the top of the wand. So beginning of the week is a time to really capitalize on your creativity and your creative spark. You may find that you get an influx of ideas and creative inspiration at the beginning of the week. And if not, that's an indication to really nurture this part of you, the beginning of the week. So nurturing the side of you that likes to be playful and creative. If you want to be creative this week, if you want to get new ideas, and this goes for, being more creative in your work or just coming up with creative solutions and ideas to problems and issues. If you want more creativity in that regard, you want to really nurture your playful side. The more playful you are, the more permission you give yourself to just play around and have fun, the more creatively inspired you're going to be this week. And the more likely you are to come up with really creative solutions to long-standing problems and issues that you may be dealing with. Now, when I look at this card, I'm noticing the red salamander, and it looks like he's trying to climb to the top of this wand. And it's almost like the wand is like pointing up to something. So a question I have for you is, what is it that you're trying to, what mountain are you trying to climb? What are you trying to scale? What are you working towards? Is there some kind of goal or peak that you are moving towards, that you're wanting to attain? And the way to do that might be to allow yourself to be more playful and more experimental, rather than taking a really direct linear approach to something, or taking like a very goal-oriented, action-focused kind of approach. It might be helpful for you to allow yourself a little more leeway to just experiment, have an adventure, play around with something. Okay, let's look at the middle of the week. We have the Four of Pentacles for the middle of the week. So kind of Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Let's just gaze at this card and let's notice, what is the first thing that you notice about this card? And don't think too hard on this, just gaze at this card and notice the first thing that jumps out at you. And I want you, if you feel like sharing, you can type it in the comment section. So my attention is on the pine cones. Obviously, they're like right in the middle. Now, the Four of Pentacles is an interesting card, and it symbolizes this feeling of needing to like save and hoard, like a feeling like there's not enough to go around, so I have to really conserve what I have and hide it and stash it because I might need it later. It's that kind of feeling. It's a feeling, it's kind of like the opposite feeling, like the feeling of feeling very free and open and wanting to share. Four of Pentacles is like the opposite of that, basically. So midweek, I feel like we may come up against this kind of energy where we really want to just kind of reserve and conserve what we have, maybe keep to ourselves. And there may be almost a sense of fear and kind of wanting to contract. Now, remember when I said, what symbol were you drawn to? What aspect of this card did your attention go to first? And I shared that my attention went to this pine cone. And I'm noticing there's 4 pine cones, and I feel like there's 4 areas that we sometimes might feel a need to kind of be protective. So there's, when it comes to like money and resources, we might want to like save money, not spend, kind of hoard physical belongings and objects as a way to sort of line the nest and create this feeling of safety. And then there's the area of, so that's like the physical realm. Then there's the mental realm. So there might be a desire to keep your thoughts to yourself and not share your thoughts or opinions for fear of maybe being judged or not accepted. And then there's the realm of emotions and wanting to sort of close in on yourself emotionally and just protect yourself. And instead of being open, you kind of close in on yourself, not wanting to share your emotions and open up emotionally, and maybe not wanting to be intimate with other people. And then there's the realm of energy and spirit, and feeling not necessarily spiritually shut down, but just very kind of keeping to yourself, not feeling footloose and fancy free and open and fearless, feeling kind of, I keep wanting to say the word like conserving, like kind of turning inward. It's kind of like introversion, but it comes more from a place of a little bit of fear and hesitancy and worrying about the consequences of being really free and open and fearless. So what am I saying? I feel like I'm kind of rambling. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's many different ways that the energy of this card can show up in your life. And I was drawn to this one particular pine cone. So I feel like it symbolizes a particular aspect of life. And to me, I'm kind of associating the color purple with the realm of creativity. So for me personally, I might notice as I move through this week, not feeling very free and open when it comes to creativity. So not wanting to share my creations openly and feeling a little bit repressed in the creative realm. But you might experience this a bit differently. Okay, let's look at the last card. So this is for the end of the week, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we have the Elder of Swords. Now, the Elder is the king. So in a traditional deck, this would be the King of Swords. Okay. I'm just going to give myself a moment to look at this card. It's really interesting to me that the first card, which was Page of Wands, has very similar symbolism. There's this long pointy thing right in the middle of the card. But with the first card, with the wand, it's kind of crooked. It's crooked, but it has this spark of fire or something at the tip. And then with the King of Swords or Elder of Swords, the sword is straight up. It's very pointy. And then we have this bright light of the sun, I think it's the sun, and then this bird flying. I feel like there's a symbol of taking flight with this card. So we see the crow or the raven kind of flying towards us or flying away from us, I suppose. And then there's that pointiness of that straight sword. So what I'm getting from this is that by the end of the week, you have everything that you need in order to take flight and achieve liftoff in whatever way that makes sense for you. So if you're working on a particular project, if you have things that you're focused on, it might be that you finally achieve liftoff by the end of the week with that. If you're dealing with relationship issues or emotional issues or whatever's going on for you, there is this sense of liftoff and flight with this card. And what's going to help you get there? And here I am focused on the pointy sharpness of the sword, is your ability to focus. So your ability to achieve flight and liftoff and progress is directly tied to your ability to focus. And your ability to focus and tune out distractions and really get organized. The King of Swords is a card of organization and streamlining things and really just getting your shit together. That's what this card is about. It's also a card of experience, expertise, and confidence, and really drawing on those parts of your personality, really acknowledging the parts of you that are very capable. So paying attention to your capabilities and really seeing yourself as capable, strong, able to figure things out. Even if you aren't used to thinking of yourself like this all the time, there's moments where you are like this King of Swords. You know, maybe like I'm thinking of myself. I don't go through my entire life every day like the King of Swords, being super confident and organized and focused, but there's times where I am like that. And in those moments, I can get a lot done and I can be really successful. So really honoring that side of you and noticing where in your life you're focused and organized and confident and you're able to move forward in a very deliberate, focused kind of way. Okay, I'm going to look at these three cards together. I feel like there's a bit of learning involved this week because we start with the Child of Wands. It's like we're just kind of getting our footing. We're playing around. We're figuring out what we want. We're figuring out what we're doing. And then we kind of come across this sort of stumbling block of the Four of Pentacles. This card is very cloudy. I feel like we might kind of get in our heads here. We might feel like, oh, I don't want to share myself, or, oh, I've got to hold on to my pennies, or I've got to keep my mouth shut. It's like that kind of shutting down in order to protect yourself and conserve your energy, which isn't always a bad thing. You just don't want to stay in this mode forever because it can be very stifling. But we figure things out by the end of the week. And by the end of the week, what's really going to help is to become focused. So if all this conserving of energy and kind of being a little bit closed off is done in a way that just helps you kind of get your energy back up and build your confidence, then it's kind of time well spent. It can have a very positive effect. So as we move towards the end of the week, focusing on getting focused, getting organized, having some kind of a schedule or a system that allows you to move forward with a sense of deliberation, putting one foot in front of the other until you can achieve liftoff. So interesting group of cards here, and please feel free to share your own ideas, interpretations, insights. I love to read your comments in the comment section. So once again, my name is Kate. I'm also known as the Daily Tarot Girl. I want to say thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found this reading helpful. I hope you got something out of it. And if you want to check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com, I'm going to put the link right below this video. And I've got so many fun tarot learning resources on there for you to check out. So yeah, check it out. And I hope you have a beautiful week.